Hey everybody, you are tuned in to Hanging with Here to Zen, the show that is a place for people who love all kinds of music. We really hope you enjoy your time with us today. Make sure you hit subscribe if you already haven't, and hit that notification bell to be kept up to date. We would love to hear from you over on our social media platforms, so just search Here to Zen and you'll find us. Lastly, could you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify or Google Podcasts, or wherever you're going to be tuning in from? Those reviews help other people to find us, so we appreciate the reviews and the support. Thanks so much for tuning in. So, more than 25 years since their formation, Buckcherry, they're stronger than ever in my opinion with their latest album. That's their ninth, countless hits, hit singles worldwide tour. They're about to hit our shores again for the first time in a few years, but regular visitors. But yet Josh seems to enjoy the punishment of coming on this podcast. He's back again. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's getting closer here. We're about to head out. See you guys. It's gonna be fun.
So you're back on dry land for a little bit, just back from the Kiss cruise. How was that?
Yeah, it was a great time. You know, we've done a few different cruises, and that was the first time for the Kiss cruise, and just a lot of good camaraderie between the musicians, and everybody. It's like when you get on those boats, you're kind of like locked in there for 5 days. So everybody's very nice, and you really can feel the passion from everyone. And on the Kiss cruise, it kind of felt like you were almost like in Europe doing shows because there was a lot of European fans. They have a big European fan base, so that was really cool for us.
That's awesome. So you've got this little break now before you head down here. What's a day in the life of Josh Todd off the road?
Work, a lot of work. When we're not on the road, we're working on songs, and we get right back in and start recording a new record. So right now, I'm currently in Nashville. That's where Marty Fredrickson, our producer, lives, and the studio of our record label, Round Hill Music, and so that's where we recorded Hellbound, and now we're recording our 10th record. I'm already done. I'm already done with my vocals. There just needs to be like some guitars still to come, to be tracked, and after that we're done, and we'll be dropping that in the new year sometime and getting back on the road in March after we come see you guys.
Excellent. So Marty comes up in a lot of conversations on this podcast from various artists. What does he bring to Buckcherry as a band, as opposed to, any other band?
Yeah, we've been working with him since the 15 record, on and off, and he just understands this band. And I think in all his situations he goes into where he's working with artists, he kind of figures it out pretty quick. And he's a real talented guy. He understands song and every aspect of song. He can play the guitar, he can play drums, he can sing, and he's great with melodies, and he's great with singers. And so I really, really enjoy working with him, and we all do. I mean, it becomes like he's like the sixth band member when we get in a room, and it's easy, and we all have the same mentality. We want to just do what's best for the song, whatever that's going to be, wherever it comes from, and because of that, we have like this incredible energy when we get together. We write a lot of songs in a very short period of time. Like we wrote nine songs in 9 days when we got here, prior to coming and re-recording. And then Hellbound was a lot like that too, So it's I think I can only speak for myself, but I think Stevie will say the same thing. When we get in a room with Marty, we're bringing the best of ourselves, because we have the time in Nashville is paid time, so we take that into consideration, and then the fact that we only got him for so much time, we want to get as much out of it.
Yeah, sure. Now, Hellbound is almost 18 months old, so we last spoke around the release. Now, for me, I can listen to it 18 months later, and it still sounds super fresh as the listener. What does it feel
Yes.
for you as the artist?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Hellbound like, like it's the only record we have ever done, but I truly believe that it's like pound for pound, song to song, it's one of the best, if not the best, Buckcherry record that we've done so far, and um, very magical situation with that record. We just hit on something, and it's got the dynamics of the record, and listening to it from beginning to end. It's a really fun ride, and I'm so proud of it, to be making a record like that at I think I was 49 when I recorded those vocals. It's pretty cool.
For me as the listener, um, not anything against the previous album. I think it's the first album that captures how you are live too.
Yeah, it's quintessential Buckcherry, and like you're saying, the live element of this band and what makes it special, and I agree with you.
When it comes to putting together your live shows and specifically the set list, it's a big catalog now. So you do have the have to sing it or they'll kill you songs. Has
Yeah.
there ever been a song that you've gone, gee, we really should throw that in, and you've never had the chance?
Oh man, there's so many. I would have to really think about it, but yeah, we got a lot of those. I call them like the core songs that we got to kind of work around, like "Sorry," "Lit Up," "Riding," "Crazy Bitch." Those songs you just have to play, or people just get bummed. And I want to play them. I love those songs, and so we recently, when we were on the Kiss tour, we had 3 shows, so it was basically the same audience, so we couldn't do like the same set, every night. So you know, we had to get out of our comfort zone, because we were really thinking about getting off the boat and going straight to Nashville and all the new material. That's where we
Yep.
were really wrapping our heads around. And then a couple fans came up to us and catering and said, "Hey, can you play For the Movies? Can you play, Dead Again on the first record?" And we're like, "Yeah." And so we worked them out. We played them, and we're all like, "Wow, that was a lot of fun playing those songs," And so, um, yeah, we need to get out of our comfort zone more and play songs, those type of songs. There's a lot of great songs on the All Night Long record that I would like to do. Like, I like this song called "These Things" and "Oh My Lord," and those songs are really great, but we don't get to them that much because of everything else, But it's a quality problem.
So you said movies earlier from the song. What a great segue into your acting career. Is there any more on in the pipeline?
Nobody talks about that with me anymore. I haven't acted in a while. I would love to, I mean, I just, it's such a hustle, the whole acting game, and getting auditions and the right type of scripts and the right situations for yourself. And then I don't have that much time at home, so it just started to fall off my radar for a while. But if I was to do it again, I would like to be challenged and have a big part, and do something exciting, which would, I'd like to be in a psychological thriller or something like that.
Okay, so not the new guy too.
No, no, no. I mean, I like comedy, but yeah, that would be fun. I mean, that was a nice time. I met some really great people on that set.
Yeah, look, it was a fun movie for the time. Now let's
Yeah.
talk about touring. Who out of your band, who in Buckcherry has the worst road habits?
Road habits. Shit. I don't know. That would just probably be like maybe bad eating habits. I don't know. I would say Kelly can get into a lot of sugar. He can have a big sugar intake, but we all fall off the wagon on our eating habits for sure, because it's hard when you're on the road. You'll just be in like maybe some isolated area, and there's just no options except really shitty food. So you got to just do it.
That's good. So everyone's got the ass facing in on the corridor of the bus thing down after 25 years.
Yeah, yeah. it's you know, we get along really well as a band. You know, this is the best lineup we've had, and it's been a lot of years now, so we're getting along really well.
Yeah, well, I missed your last tour. I saw you as far back when you played with Steel Panther. I think
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
like
fun.
10 years ago now. So I'm actually really excited to see this lineup live because
Where are you going to
every
see us?
RB Brisbane,
Brisbane.
which
Awesome.
is you're playing in an amazing venue. It's my favorite venue to photograph in all of Australia. So
All
it's
right.
it's a nice low stage. It's a big theater. You'll love it. So
Yeah, we'll get it. It's going to be fun, and Fozzy's going to be great. They're great guys. And it'll
have
be
you done a
fun.
lot of touring with Fozzy in the past?
Not a lot, but every time we're together, it's just fun. You know, they're just nice people, and we jive really well.
I need to ask you this because I think Fozzy have proved themselves over the years instead of being the Chris Jericho wrestler band. Um,
Absolutely.
do you think people don't take them seriously enough with the music they produce?
I mean, I don't see that every time they go on stage. They got really loyal fans, and you know, they're bringing it with their songs and the band, and they got a great live show. So I don't know, what more do you want? You know, if there's always going to be haters, there's always going to be people who say that kind of shit, but um, I think he knows. You know, he knew that before he started, so he's just he's focused on his outcome. You know.
Perfect. Like, I need to ask this from a, I'm not a singer, I couldn't sing to save myself, but what is your preparation throughout the day for a show?
Oh yeah. Well, before singing, I like to make sure I don't have a full stomach, so I won't eat. You know, maybe 2 3 hours before I sing. So that's important. I don't drink soft drinks or cold beverages. I just drink lukewarm, room temperature water. You know, it's really you know, so that type of stuff. It's all about diet and what you're putting in your body. You know, for singing, because you basically turn yourself into an instrument every night. You know, and that's it. So you got to be uh, you have to be on top of your stuff and very disciplined if you want to be consistent. And that's all I care about when I'm out there.
Perfect. So we're going to finish up in a minute. So I'm going to give you a few lasts. So the last of Josh Todd. What was the last album you listened to in full?
Wow. I would have to give that a lot of thought. Probably Around the World in a Day, Prince record. I think that was the title of it.
Okay. And the
It was
last fellow musician you would have shook hands with.
last fellow musician I shook hands with. Probably Sebastian Bach on the Kiss Cruise. Yeah, he was side stage, and gave him a big hug, and he's a sweet guy to me.
Perfect. Last tattoo
And
you got.
he's a big man. He's like
He's
six
big.
four. He's a giant guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you add the 3.5 foot
I
of
was
hair
like,
into it.
I was, I was hugging him, and I think my face is like smashed into his chest, or his, like, you know, felt like I was smashing his belly.
Yeah,
You
people don't
know,
realize actually how tall he is.
yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah. Last tattoo you got.
Last tattoo,
Yeah.
I just got some filler stuff on the back of my leg around my wife's name, like, you know, wind bars and cherry blossoms and stuff, filling up my legs.
When was the last time you think you forgot a lyric on stage?
Oh, that happens all the time. Probably the last time we played. No, I don't know. I would say maybe a month, 2 months ago.
If you forget a lyric, do you immediately just put the microphone out to the audience as the
No,
cover up?
I just riff syllables, whatever it is, whatever comes to mind. I just stay in the same. You know, I stay with the melody, but you know, sometimes something comes out wrong. You know.
Perfect. Now I want you to give everyone in Australia your big sales pitch, your big everything to lead up to this tour. It's selling amazingly, but let's make sure
Yeah.
every single show sells out.
Okay. Australia. Josh Todd from Buckcherry here. Hey, listen, come out to these shows. It's going to go off. We're hitting on all cylinders. We just finished 230 6 shows since June 1st of 2021. So you can't fuck with that. So you better show up. And we haven't been to Australia in a while, so it's your duty. We'll see you at the rock show.
Perfect, Josh. I will see you in Brisbane.
Yes, sir. Be
Thanks for your
good.
time, man.
All right, man. Good
Bye.
interview.